From Hollywood, the entertainment capital of the world and home of America's premier comedy showcase, the world-famous improvisation. It's A&E's An Evening at the Improv. Tonight, starring Jake Steinfeld.
Thank you. Well, we've been waiting for you. Come on in.
And featuring the comedy of Jeff Garland, John Mellecar, Glenn Hirsch, Paul Feig, and Colin Quinn.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bud Friedman, your very charming host, and welcome to A&E's An Evening at the Improv. We're delighted to have you here tonight. Thank you very much. Fit and feisty tonight, and we've got a terrific lineup of comedians waiting to entertain you. We've got some terrific talent, but first I'd like to introduce you to our guest host for this evening, a gentleman who, well, what can I say? He helps so many celebrities stay in shape in this great city of Oz, and he now has his own television show syndicated across the country called Body by Jake. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jake Steinfeld. Jake!
Great time tonight, right, gang? Everybody down for 25 runs. Here we go. Now, if I could be honest with everybody for just a couple of seconds here, I wasn't always muscular. As a matter of fact, I was actually a fat kid growing up. It's kind of tough being a fat kid, you know? And like about the time I was 13 years old, I'm out there getting ready to get my bar mitzvah. Everyone knows what a bar mitzvah is, right? Okay. It's a very important day, the bar mitzvah. And I'm going to get my bar mitzvah suit. So my mom takes me to Long Island, and it goes all the way out there to Long Island to get my bar mitzvah suit. And here's my mom walking through the door, and here comes little Jake with the bar mitzvah bloat, looking like a little Michelin man, right? And the guy takes one look at me, and he goes, "Husky." And he walks us to the back of the room, and I'm passing all these suits, and I'm noticing that the suits are starting to get very plaid. So he puts on this suit, and I notice on the sleeve says Husky. And it's kind of embroidered right on this suit. And I go to my mom. I'm like a little knucklebeak. What do I know, right? I says, "Ma, what does Husky mean?" She says, "It means you're a young man." And I figured, this is fantastic. All my friends in school got ID bracelets given to their girlfriends. I got Husky written right on my jacket. I'm a young man. It's incredible. My mother could not talk me into cutting this thing off until about a week before my bar mitzvah. My cousin, Big Larry, everyone's got a cousin, right? Big Larry comes over on Sundays for our whole lives to beat us up. He used to come over and beat me and my little brothers up. So he comes over, and this Sunday, okay, the Sunday before the bar mitzvah, he comes over to the house, and I'm going to show him. I'm really psyched, man. I just want to show cousin Larry. "Look, Larry, I'm a young man." I go running to Larry to the front door. I go, "Hey, Larry, look, man, I'm Husky. I'm a young man." He goes, "Husky? Ha, you're a boat." Which is really one of the reasons why I started working out with weights. But you know that there are a few rules that you have to follow to become a musclehead. I mean, there really are a couple of musclehead rules. And the first rule is that you got to go out and buy yourself an extra small t-shirt. Very important. Second thing is, right, you got to learn to stand like this. And you drop your voice very low and very macho. And I used to go out to dinner with my folks at the time, put on a tight t-shirt, right, get all pumped up like this, and all my mom could say to me was, "Would you just breathe?" Thank you very much, gang. Thank you. I sweat more doing this than I do at a workout. Without any further ado, let's bring out our first comedian. He's originally from Florida and earned his comedy chops with Second City in Chicago. He has since worked at clubs all over the country. Please welcome the very personal comedy style of Jeff Garland, gang. Let's hear it. Come on. can't help.
Thank you. I'm actually Jake's brother. I was the one who didn't like working out, but I have a body by Fred Flintstone, that is. I'd feel stupid doing that if I was a bodybuilder, but I'm a comedian and I have the perfect body for comedy. Yes, I do. So, I want to talk to you about a couple of relationships in my life, some strange ones. I think the strangest relationship I have is the relationship I have with my father. We don't see things the same way. He's one of these kind of guys, straight ahead. This is the way life is. You follow the straight and narrow path and things will go correctly. What I have for breakfast? A bowl of Total with milk, all my vitamins, you know? Whereas me, I'm a little bit different. I'm more like, I don't feel like breakfast. I'm not hungry. What do you mean you don't feel like breakfast? I said I don't feel like anything. You gotta eat something. All right, a Pop-Tart. Where does your mother keep them? I don't know. Who's who anyhow? Thank you very much. Thank you. My mom can do this amazing thing. My mom can swim for hours without getting her hair wet. I don't know how she does. She gets in the pool, her neck grows like the Loch Ness Monster. Hi, honey, just doing laps. How are you? My brother, he just graduated from Arizona State with a degree in outdoor recreation. He wants to own a camp someday. He wants to own a camp. I'm a comedian. Do you get a gut feeling that we enjoyed our childhood? Somehow sense that? My grandparents, have a strange relationship with them. My grandmother's got this voice that cuts right through me. Jeffrey! Ugh. Well, it's my dad's mother, so I guess that makes sense. They could open a deli. Half a pound? Right. There you go. But her voice is like, Jeffrey, come here and give Grandma a kiss. She actually makes that noise like she's recharging to give me another kiss. Turbo. So, when I go to my grandmother's, I can't eat her cooking because I'll get sick. My grandmother did all her cooking in the 50s, and then she froze it for future use. Here, honey, chicken from the Eisenhower administration. Do you have a friend that constantly makes up stuff, always lying and stuff? I have a friend like that, and I've learned how to translate what he says. Let's say he tells me he has a date with a beautiful woman. I know she's okay looking. He tells me she's okay looking. I know she's ugly. God forbid he tells me she's ugly. He's going out with a man. So, so you learn. You learn is what you do. The strangest relationship I have is probably with my cousins. I love them, you know. Two little girls, one's 5, one's 3, Alyssa and Lindsay. The little one is at that age where she talks and it makes no sense to anyone but her. Just complete and total gibberish, you know. It's like, get the bucket. I have no idea what you're saying, really. I'd love to talk of Kafka, but it's not going to happen, you know. And the older one, she's right there. She's like, well, she said she wants to watch the rest of He-Man, and then she wants you to tuck her in and give her a kiss goodnight. That's what she said, you know. I'm like, you don't know that. She didn't say that. And I go to the little one, did you say that? She goes. So we watched the rest of He-Man, and it went by really fast because it was on videotape, and I had the remote control. Look at He-Man run. Wee. There's She-Ra. Ooh, Skeletor. Over. Oh. Then I took her upstairs to get her ready for bed. And to me, the funniest thing in the world is little naked kids. Because as soon as you take off their clothes, they get a huge smile on their face, and they get this attitude of like, I'm naked and free, and you can't catch me. Wee. The front door's open. Wee. My new life, a miniseries. Yeah. So I finally got her back, and I put on the pink pajamas with the feet built in, and put the blankets over her, blankets over her sister. I gave them both a kiss. I'm like, that's it, girls. Fun time is over, all right? Another word out of you, and I don't love you anymore. Good night. Get the bucket. What? Well, she says, if you just lose some weight, you'd feel better about yourself and stop being angry all the time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks. Now, the older one, Alyssa, the translator, she asked me recently to go to her class for career day. I was a little bit apprehensive, but I thought, all right, I'll go. So I get there and I pull a number out of a hat. I'm number 3. A lot of people after me, but ahead of me, number 1 and number 2 for the kids, is a doctor and a fireman. The 2 biggest box office draws in the world of children, and I got to follow these guys, all right? So first up is the doctor. He's up there. Hi, kids. I give you a shot. I don't mean to hurt you. Besides, you're not paying for it. Your parents are. apple a day. Malpractice. Thank you. Oh, doctor. I love the doctor. He's so good. He's so good. I love him. Who's next? Who's next? Next up was the fireman. He went up in his complete rubber outfit. Ass kisser. He's up there. Hi, kids. You shouldn't play with matches. Smokey the Bear, personal friend of mine. Come slide on the pole. Thank you. Fireman. I love the fireman. I want to be a fireman when I grow up till I find out how much they make. Fireman. Fireman. Who's next? Who's next? Next up was me. I go up there. Hi, kids. I'm Jeff Garland. I'm a comedian. I tell stories that happened and they're fun. No. I'm Recess for Adults. That's what I am. Recess for Adults. Nah, they're all looking at me like this. My cousin's over in the corner going, oh my God, he's bombing. He's bombing. What? Ask me what? I'm not going to prom. I'm 5 and I know ahead of time I'm not going to prom. So I thought I better think of something fast, you know? What made me laugh when I was their age? And I thought about when I was a little kid, the funniest thing to me was the word duty. So I said it. I said, hey kids, duty! Duty bomb, duty juice, duty village, duty, duty, duty. A huge wave of laughter came at me. As soon as I went into booger, they're like, he's a genius! He took Will and he Bruce did 2 steps further. It's amazing, you know? Then I walked off and said, take that, Mr. Garage Door Repairman, you're next. And the little class clown came up to me. He wanted to talk shop. He said, hey man, does duty work in the South or is it just a Midwestern thing? This is what he said, so. I just want to tell you one little story, one other quick thing about me. I remember I went to college. I went to the University of Miami in Florida because my dad made me. Thank you very much. My former classmates, thank you. I was there for a semester. That was it. So, but I remember my first day of class was French class. I had this big decision to make. The teacher said, who in here can speak French, you know? I didn't want to raise my hand, but something happened, you know? She said, go ahead. I said, my name is Jeff. I am here. How are you? She said, get out. I said, I do. I gotta go. Thank you very much. It was very nice. Bye-bye.
Jeff Garland. Jeff Garland. Jeff is all pumped up. That's the way to do it. We'll be back with more laughs on A&E's An Evening at the Improv right after this. Yeah.
We now return to A&E's An Evening at the Improv.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, please welcome our next fantastic comedian. Let's hear it.
What's going on? You guys all right? don't be staring now. Can you see with those glasses? Look at you. Look at how thick those suckers are. You all right? Look at that. Look at they're out there. I mean, I was going to ask you if you wore contact lenses. No way. They'd be out to there. You'd be walking. So what's going on? I'm just back from San Diego. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys got the zoo, the San Diego Zoo down there? Oh, folks, you got to do it. I don't know what part of the country you're from, but if you're in San Diego, you got to go. It's the best zoo. It is the best zoo. Absolutely is. Absolutely the best zoo. Except the petting part. You know the petting zoo? You go into where the kids are, it's the worst. They've got like this one old dog. Doesn't have any hair. No, it doesn't have any teeth. It doesn't have anything. It's just walking around. Oh, it's just the oldest thing. It's like granddad. It's like... Roar! It's pretty disgusting. Thank you. Oh, it's pretty disgusting. It is a great zoo. So I come back from San Diego, and my wife, Gail, who's from New Jersey. Do you know her? You know Gail? What part of Jersey are you from? What's that? Rosa. All right. Rosa. Rosa. All right. My wife is from Edison. She's got that, but she's got, no way. You Edison? Then you have that attitude. That. John? John, I've redecorated the bathroom. She's redecorated the bathroom. You guys have, I'm sure some of you had this. If not yourselves, your parents had this. Ma'am, with the glasses, you have this. What is your name, please? Sorry, Joan? Joan, I'm up here. Joan, up over here. Joan? Joan, you have soap balls? Yeah, my wife now has soap balls. Have you guys ever dealt with soap balls before? And then you go to dry your hands on those towels, you know, that one set of towels? Don't touch those towels! No one touches these towels! They're perfect. They've got perfect. She's like with a switchblade. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Because they've got dust on top of them. You know, it's like, yeah, kill. All right. We got to use that other towel, and we all have it. That one towel hanging behind the door. It's stiff. So one with dog hairs on it and grease and shit, it's going starts to smell. Then you got to wash her hands again. Now she's got carpeting on the toilet lid. You have this, Joan! What? Now see, women, you don't understand the horror guys go through with carpeting on the toilet lid. Because now, see, ladies, you'll sit down and it rests against your back, and you'll sit there, whatever, all day. Oh, yes, but guys, this is the last thing we want to see, especially when we really have to go. And then it takes a whole roll of toilet paper to clean it up, for heaven's sake. Here, kitty. Are you married, Joan? Are you married? No? You're not married? Who would like to marry Joan? Anyone here married? It's because we want to see if they're properly trained. We want to see, are you married? You too? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm married. Do you put the seat down after you use it? You do? What a wimp. Now, wait a minute. Does she put it up when you're done? That's equality. When women learn to put that seat up when they're done. Because trust me, we're brave. Guys sometimes think, well, I can make it. I don't need to put it up. Oh, it'll go everywhere. Yeah. Glaucoma. All right, well, I guess that means that either Bud didn't pay the bill or I'm out of here. I guess I'll go leave. Thank you very much. Good night.
We'll be back with more great laughs on A&E, an evening at the Improv, right after these brief messages.
Now, here's more great comedy on an evening at the Improv.
Welcome back, gang. Our next performer tonight is originally from New York, where he's been a favorite at the New York Improv. He's toured with Donna Summer and Kenny Loggins. Give a big hand to Glenn Hirsch.
Thank you, Jake. Letting himself go, isn't he? Hey, hi. Good evening, everybody. It's nice to be here. Nice to be back in L.A. I've been on the road for the last 3 months. Doing a lot of small towns this time. That was very interesting. See, I'm a big city person. Small towns scare me. Places where people look you right in the eye and say hello. That's frightening. I'm sure we have a lot of people from small towns here. Yeah? Well, you know, you put up very depressing road signs. The saddest one I've seen in some of these towns I've been to, the slow children. That tears my heart out. What kind of advertisement is this for a town? I don't want to know that. I feel a lot better, though. I found that those kids grow up and get work. I saw that slow men working sign. And then you have a lot of four-way stop sign intersections. These things are amazing. You have to be so polite at a four-way stop sign intersection. There's love there. That sign should say, stop, work it out. We should all meet in the middle and hold hands before we go on with life. I'm a native New Yorker. We don't have any four-way stop sign intersections. They'd cause too many four-car collisions. I've been living in LA for the last 5 years, and I have changed, folks. I've changed. I've lost a lot of my New York accent. I'm speaking much clearer now because I've learned how to use my upper lip. I can say whole words now like sweetheart. Complete sentences like, I've got to go. I'm the only one in my family who talks correctly. My brother sounds like this. Yeah. I gotta go. Yeah. And he's a speech therapist. He used to, thank you, folks. Used to be a pro bowler till he bowled a 78 on national television. I come from a very creative family, very talented group. Yeah, at a family reunion recently, we all took turns entertaining one of my cousins who had a nose job, a facelift, and breast implants. He sang I Gotta Be Me. You know, when he sang, it made me laugh so hard that the coffee I was drinking came out my nose. Now, I've had cold liquid come through, but hot is a whole nother story. The pain would not go away till I snorted a donut. I made this baby laugh out loud. You know, babies make adults do silly things. You ever catch yourself talking to a baby? We all do the same thing. We put our face right up to the baby's face. Right up to it. Now, you have to realize our head looks like the sun. And then when we speak to the kid, we say the silliest things, and we say these things twice. I guess our thinking is if the kid doesn't get it the first time, he'll pick it up the second time around. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. Did you ever really look at the kid's face while you're talking to it? I'm sure he's thinking, I don't want to grow up. Kill me now. God, how much lipstick can a woman wear? Babies. I don't know how, you folks that have them, I don't know how you discipline kids these days. It's a whole lot different than when I was growing up. My 10-year-old nephew's got his own colored television, VCR, cable, stereo, and telephone. Now when he's bad, he's not allowed in his room. Get in the basement with the black and white. And there's no remote, young man. I've got to get up to. It was different. It was different when I was a kid. I wasn't a bad kid, though. You know, my father only hit me one time, but he used a Buick. My mother's a good woman, but she just hates the fact that I'm in show business. She wanted me to be a lawyer. Yeah, because lawyers make a lot of money. That's because people sue for anything in the 80s. How about this woman who smoked cigarettes for 40 years and got cancer? Surprise! She went and sued the tobacco companies claiming they caused her illness and won. You know, my wife heard about this. Now she wants to sue Haagen-Dazs for her thighs. Yeah. I like my job, except for the traveling. Sometimes I get tired of traveling, and on today's flight, I fell asleep with my mouth open. You ever do that? You know that village idiot look? A little drool coming down and some snoring so you look real attractive? Well, it's dangerous. I woke up with a mouthful of peanuts, and this little kid going, what's your score, 27-26? I was just grateful they weren't serving baked potatoes. But they were serving brie. Brie on the plane. Brie, this is the cheese that smells like a gym locker. I opened it up and the oxygen mask popped down. Then the guy next to me didn't realize it was a cheese and told me to put my shoes back on. I was in Las Vegas for the week. was a fun town, huh? A real classy town. Guys, I'm talking to the guys now. Do we really need men's room attendants in public bathrooms? I don't need help, do you? And they're so friendly, it's scary. I walked in one day, this attendant met me at the front door with a smile on his face, like he was really glad to see me, hands me this paper towel and says, "Just want to make you feel at home. Just want to make you feel at home." I didn't have the nerve to tell him, "Hey, I don't have a man like you in my bathroom at home." And I'm thinking the only reason I'm washing my hands now is because you're in here. Why don't you go so I can be myself? I mean, what's next? Bathroom maitre d'? How many are you? One? Follow me. Will you be sitting or standing with us tonight, sir? Yeah. I found out that Israel has their own secret service agency. This is hard for me to believe, a Jewish secret service, because as a group, we're a loud people. My image of Jews was always this old lady in the neighborhood bakery going, "Is the rye bread fresh? Is it fresh? The rye bread." So I couldn't imagine the Jewish secret service planning an assassination. "Is the gun loaded? The gun! Is it loaded? You'll kill him, I'll park the car. If I'm not here, wait, I'll be back. I'm circling. I want to find the meter with time on it." I gotta get out of here. Thanks very much. Good night.
That Hirsch can, let's hear it. Let's hear it, yeah. We'll be back with more great laughs on A&E's and Evening of the Improv right after these brief messages.
Now back to A&E's and Evening at the Improv.
Welcome back, gang. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for our next wonderful comedian. Let's hear it. No.
Oh, stop. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hi, I'm Paul Feig. Paul Feig, nice to meet you. You may know me from my days in Vegas when I used to open for Wayne Newton, but he fired me because he decided he didn't like Feig Newton on the marquee. Thank you, that's the bad joke. Okay. Shut up. Yeah, I know, and you ought to hear what I'll say. But I don't know. I feel good because, I have a new car. Brand new car, a Dart, and it's very exciting. Turbo Dart, which they don't make anymore. And it's nice. Do you ever have a new car? It is the worst thing in the world to have a new... Because, see, I used to drive a Fury, and I didn't care what happened to that thing. People give birth in the front seat. Who cares? But now you got a new car, and I'm so sensitive, and I don't like being that way. And this happened today. Somebody got in the passenger side, and they sat down, and they made the door sink into the cement curb. Because they're always real nice when that happens. They go, "You're going to have to pull up." It's like, no, you're going to have to get your fat ass out of the car. Yeah, right, I'm going to wreck the paint job so you can sit there like King Farouk. But you can't say, you have to give in. It's like, all right. Oh, God. I'm sorry, that's all right. Here's a jackknife. Just carve your initials on the dashboard while you're... You don't care. I got a ticket in my car. I hate getting tickets because cops infuriate me because they just are so slow. And the dumb questions, I'm out there for 10 minutes as it is. Then the big ringer question. Do you know how fast you were going? It's like, well, 1 million. I don't know. You're the guy with the gun. You tell me, okay? Like I'm gonna turn myself in. How honest do they think we are, Thinking, oh, I think I was going 85. Oh, we only clocked at 80, thanks. I hated the drunk test. You ever gotten a drunk test? Now, I know it's important, but a little discretion, guys. I got the drunk test on Mother's Day at 12 noon with my mom in the car. What do they think? I'm out doing shooters with mom at brunch or something? Denny's JD special. Like, come on, Mom, let's get wasted. Go and get tattooed. I get one that says Mom. She gets one that says Son. roll grammar for that check. It's awful, though. I mean, you know, if you want to find out if somebody's drunk, be scientific and give me, like, a blood test or a urine test, for God's sakes, but don't put me on the audition for the circus out there. Come on, they go walk in a straight line. Look at him, a big goofy guy. I can't even stand up here without tripping. They want me to be Mary Lou Retton on the high beam all of a sudden. They're dancing around. The cop's Kris Kringle. He's holding up scores, you know. So 10.1, 10.1. I'm going to Seoul. I made it. Yeah. I'm so happy. Then the second test, the flashlight in the eyes. What is this? They don't know what this means. They can't. What is it, like a cop optometry school now? Officer Lenscrafters is gonna go and grind me a set. Here's your ticket. Here's these new frames. Hey, these are great. Thanks. I'm glad I got pulled over by a cop. It's so dumb. And now I got pulled over on the last day of the month, and they were trying to, like, fill out their quota. I know it doesn't exist, but, you know, if they don't give out so many tickets per month, they don't win the golden mustache trimmer or something bad happens. So the guy sets me up totally because he goes, all right, buddy, how many fingers am I holding up? I don't know, none. All right, well, how many marbles are in this jar? No, I hate it. No, you know, you get pulled over on the side of the road, and it's just a bad place to be. If you're going to be interrogated by an authority figure, do not do it on the side of the freeway, because you feel like garbage, because you're out there with the garbage. You ever look next to the freeway, next to the barrier, the stuff that is just there? It's like pick and save on the side of the freeway. The stuff that flies out of people's cars. Any time driving, just look and you'll see like a cooler and a six-pack and a pair of pants and a painting and underwear. I saw a pair of underwear on the side of the freeway. At what point during the car trip does your underwear leave your body? Come on, is this like a problem for people to get going about 80? Pooh! God. Jeez. About 90 your pants. Ow! Help. So just have cops waiting at the exit, have a clothing inspection. You know, if your Hanes are gone, here's your ticket. Leave the rest of us alone. Tickets and money and everything. That's the mentality of this country. If you do something wrong, you have to pay. Let's take your money. Let's not take up your time. Money. It's the corporate attitude. It's just you know, for any way they can squeeze the last bit of juice out of the grapefruit that is the public, they will find a way. Yeah, right on. Here's me. Case in point, I'm watching Wheel of Fortune. Now, what's the audience that would normally watch it? You're middle class, people that don't have a lot of money to throw around, right? And I'm watching, and onto that show comes a commercial for Porsche, or Porsche, or I don't know, if it has a Nike, if it has an audible vowel on the end, we can't afford it, chances are. Now this commercial comes on during Wheel of Fortune for Porsche. I think, who is the demographics genius that came up with this marketing ploy? What are they afraid? There's like a rich guy in the audience going, Porsche? Geez, I never thought of that. God, and I almost put the down payment on that Pinto, too. Thank you, Porsche. Thank you. It's just, we spend money on such stupid things. I just had a birthday, and I have a cat. And somebody thought this would be a great idea. They fed the corporate machine by buying me this thing. It's called How to Toilet Train Your Cat. And I know you know what this is. It's this series of filters, and you put it on the toilet, and the hole gets smaller and bigger, and then the cat eventually will get on the toilet and use it. I think, what a great idea. Yeah, I want to be sharing the bathroom with a cat. Like 5 minutes late for work. You almost done in there? Yeah, I'll be out in a second. See the cat heading for the bathroom with a newspaper under his arm. It's like, wait! Let me go first, all right? But you know what the dumbest thing is? That we're feeding this corporate machine that is so stupid. Evian water. I don't know if they're sponsoring the show. I'm sorry if they are. But it's so dumb. Now, I was playing basketball the other day, and I wanted to get a drink of water. I said, I'll go to 7-Eleven. I want to get some bottled water, because I don't want to drink the LA toxic sludge that comes out of the sink. So I go into 7-Eleven. Hi, where's your bottled water? Oh, it's over there. Well, oh, what's this? And I pull it out. It looks like a big Nazi vibrator or something. Okay, it's a bottle of Evian water. I go, whoop-de-doo. All right. Oh, okay, sir, that'll be $5, please. Like, $5 for water? Are you insane? Why does it cost so much? He goes, well, it's from the French Alps. Give me a break. There's a guy in Carson with a garden hose filling these things up. kind of sham is this? What do you tell me? We're shipping water in from France now? Got big tankers steaming across the Atlantic with Captain Jacques at the wheel. Herewith come with lots of water for the American people that fit in their gym bag. Suddenly, woo, woo, Captain, there's an iceberg off the starboard bow. Look out! Crash! Rip! Whoosh! Oh my God, it's a water spill! Ecological disaster. All the birds are dead, the fish are floating around going, oh, I feel so pretentious. I'm Paul Feig, thank you, good night.
We'll be right back with more great laughs on A&E's An Evening at the Improv, right after these brief messages. Yeah.
We now return to A&E's An Evening at the Improv.
Welcome back, gang. Our final comedian tonight is a Brooklyn boy. And it was his friends who pushed him into try comedy for a living. He's a fine actor, a fine comedian, and a man who's too hip for television. Please welcome Colin Quinn. Gang, let's hear it. Yeah.
He ain't so tough, folks, huh? Jake Steinfeld. I saw him putting makeup on before the show. Guy like Jake, you know what people say about guys like that? Yeah, he's big, but he can't fight because he can't move. You ever hear that? Folks, he doesn't have to move. You have to move, you know what I mean? Don't worry about him moving. So that was my opening Jake thing. You notice everybody did a little Jake hunk? We're comedians. We're thinking on the spot, you know? Glad you appreciated it. Anyway, speaking of things that just happened, Bush, our new president, folks, huh? There you go. Knock it off, folks. All right. I didn't ask for your opinion. Let me just get my line out and we'll move along, you know what I mean? My career's still happening. Forget about the election, will you? It's over. Now, here's the thing. All presidents have these little scandals. You know, Bush happens to deal like kilos of coke, but, you know, that's a little scandal. Since the beginning of time, folks, presidents have had scandals. George Washington, father of our country, okay, died of syphilis. That's a fact, right? This, by the way, is the man that never told a lie, okay? I don't know too much, folks. I don't know too many people died at the clap, didn't have a few fabrications passed between their lips. All right, he's the father of our country, but you know what I mean? He's a human. He's a lovely man. I can talk about the country because I'm a patriot. I served, you know, I was in the Army. I was in Nam, and, you know, I was there in '83. I'm not saying I was Rambo, but I was over there. Vietnam Club Med Tour, folks. Maybe you heard about that. Trying to work the camera and you. It's all, you know, full metal daiquiri, we used to say, goofing around. I know some people find that Vietnam humor that offensive, so I do it a lot, you know. It's head of... So if you don't like me, look at this nice leather, all right? But anyway, I'm here to talk about health, keeping the groove going with Jake. I know you're looking at me and saying, Carl, you're one of those Mitch Gaylord gymnastic American anthem type of guy. Yeah, I'm smoking in front of Jake Seinfeld. I know. He gave me like this big lecture. Hey, that's really bad for your cardiovascular. Shut up, all right, Jake? I'm from Brooklyn too, my friend. And, but I know you're looking at me saying you're kind of a healthy guy. Folks, the truth is quite the opposite, all right? Last year, and this is true at my tender young age, I passed a kidney stone, okay? Now, what that is for you non-medical types, a salt buildup went through my urethra. Folks, don't make me say what happened on cable, all right? Folks, a rock went through my penis last year, all right? A boulder went through, and you're sitting there staring at me. That hurts, folks. What, like, you're waiting for more. What more do you need, folks? A slab of granite through my, you know. I have to go to the doctor. They check you for a prostate, so this apocalypse does not occur again. $250. They take $1.19 pair of latex rubber gloves, 6 cents worth of Vaseline, and all the passion and fury of 250 pounds of East German nurse, all right? Bowling for dollars, folks. I'm kneeling on the medical slab there like the Great Sphinx. They put you in that Sphinx position, you know. Meanwhile, the intern nurses come in because they have to learn their craft, far be it for me to stop the flow of medical progress, you know. I'm in a gangbang at the doctor's office, all right? They're drinking beers, smoking joints, lining up behind me. I got most of the negatives back, and I guess that's the important part of that story. If that story has an important part, which I'm beginning to seriously doubt, but afterwards, to add to the, you know, humiliation and debt, because I wasn't humiliated enough for my 250, they have me standing outside with a cup of my own urine, all right, in a hallway, by myself, a couple of my own, and there was all these nurses walking by, and I know they're trained medical personnel, they've seen it all, blah, blah, but they're babes first, and no babe gets turned on by a guy with a cup of his own urine. I don't care what club you go to, all right? I'm standing out there trying to play it off like I'm in a nightclub, like, hi, girls, how are you? You know, hi, no, I always do this. Hey, that was not even, folks, okay? That was not even. I'll tell you a little about myself first. I'm from Brooklyn, like Jake, so you know what I mean? Like, thanks, Jake. Jeez, for a minute I thought only Jake was applauding. I grew up, typical New York Irish family, and a couple of cops in the family, folks, yeah. My Uncle Jimmy, classic New York cop. You know, you see him on the news out here, anywhere, they all have the same lingo, cops, you know, they're like, the perpetrator absconded from the area. He was engaged in illegal activities, as happenstance would have it, you know. And my Uncle Jimmy used to read us nursery rhymes, put the kids to bed kind of a thing, very beautiful. I wish he'd been there. He was like, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty fell or was pushed from the wall. It has not been determined what Humpty was doing on the wall at this time. 2 male Hispanics were seen fleeing the area. No longer. But I went to a wake, folks. I went to a wake, an Irish wake, before I came out here, and let me tell you about that. A beautiful experience. My Uncle Jimmy, his best friend Jackie Ryan, passed away. So they put the body right in the middle of the floor there. That's how they do it in the living room, you know. And it's good. I went out there to pay my respects, get material, you know. And this is the old-time Irish guys. These are the kind of guys that spend 40% of life's precious moments trying to get the attention of a bartender somewhere. You know what I mean? Other people are out smelling the flowers. These guys go, hey, Bobby, when you get a chance, huh? I'm dying of thirst. I've been here a half hour. My back teeth are floating, you know? Kind of guys always have a little, you know, shaving cream in the corner of their ear. I don't know. Is that a style from the 40s? I don't know. Always got the shaving cream. Kind of guys make Archie Bunker look like Bishop Desmond Tutu. And I head out there because he's giving a eulogy to his friends there, and it's beautiful to watch a tough guy like him being vulnerable. As I say, he's like, Jackie Ryan was one of the finest men ever to set foot on this earth. Hey, that's my goddamn drink, John. Where you going with that, Johnny? That's my drink. Put it down. Your sister's there, John. That's mine, I'm telling you. Jackie Ryan. There were 2 Jackies, 2 Jackie Ryans, I think we know. The sober Jackie, a good family man, would take the neighborhood kids for ice cream, if you'd a mind to. And a Jackie with a half a load on that I once saw hit a nun with a tire iron. He had a temper. Not that she wasn't asking for it, but even so, I found it in bad taste. But this goes back 15, 20 years ago. Me and Jackie were down the bar. You know, it's 11 o'clock of a Saturday morning, so I wasn't drinking, because I'm not drinking anymore. I was just having beer. I can't touch alcohol. Doesn't agree, but Jackie was getting loaded and having a short one, I believe, accompanied by a shorter one, you know. We're in the bar, the place is filling up. Tommy Clarity, who had very little of his last name, Clarity was there, you know. And this guy I felt sorry for, because he was, I think, an alcoholic. He was always in that bar. It was pathetic. He was in there every time he went in there. There he was, you know. Always see him there. He was in there every day I was in there, and I was in there every day. So I was no stranger to him. But the place is filling up. Billy Regan, Bobby O'Mara, the Ahern brothers, you know, Murph, Sully, the Fitzes, Fitzpatrick, Fitzgerald, Fitzsimmons, Fitzroy, Fitzhugh, Fitzme, one size fits all, you know. All the news that fits, epileptic fits, about 40 of them. All nice guys when they weren't drinking, but I'll get right to the point. The point is that if there's a heaven above, I know that Jackie is up there right now. And I don't know the time difference, but if it's anywhere near 4 o'clock in the morning, he's probably getting thrown out of the pearly gates by St. Peter. 2 big angels, cursing at them, calling them fags, trying to start a fight. You know how he got. Swearing he'll be back with his friends, then wandering through the clouds, looking for after hours in the afterlife, you know. But shed no tears for Jackie. That's what I came here to say. Jackie's motto, as you know, is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And apparently he wanted other people to borrow all his money and yell drunken insults in his face, because still owes me 40. But anyway, shed no tears for Jackie Ryan. I'd like to end this. Jackie Ryan died as he lived, in a coma. So what the hell's the difference? I thought it was Friday night. Folks, thanks very much. Good night.
It's Uniform Gang. Wasn't that terrific? How about a big hand for all tonight's terrific talent? Weren't they great? Big Bud. Yeah. Most muscular. Thanks to all of you, everybody. You're a terrific audience. Remember, you got to work hard, Stay in shape, but most important, don't quit. Good night, everybody. See you next time on A&E's, an evening at the Improv.